A 36-year-old ex-healthcare worker, Danisha Nur Delisa Dewa, has been sentenced to 15 months in jail for molesting a male patient at Teng Fong General Hospital. But that's not even the most disturbing part. The incident, which happened in January 2023, involved a blatant breach of trust in a setting where patients expect to feel safe and cared for. Danisha was working as a basic care assistant when he took advantage of his position to molest a patient while pretending to take his vital signs. The details of how it all happened will shock you and raise some serious questions about trust and safety in healthcare settings. Stick around to the end to find out exactly how the court responded and why Danisha's defense fell apart under scrutiny. And we want to hear from you. Do you think the punishment fits the crime? The victim had been admitted for a right shoulder surgery and was seated on a recliner chair in the hospital's ambulatory ward when Danisha approached him. Claiming to check the victim's blood pressure, Danisha drew the curtain around the chair, already raising questions about why privacy was necessary for such a routine procedure. But what happened next was even more troubling. Danisha allegedly lifted the victim's hospital gown and asked if he was wearing underwear. After that, Danisha wrapped the blood pressure cuff around the victim's arm and, while starting the machine, pressed the victim's private part 3 times, under the pretense of checking for pain. Feeling violated and confused, the victim later asked other staff members whether the contact was normal. A police report was filed shortly after, setting off a criminal investigation that eventually led to Danisha's arrest and trial. In court, the prosecution highlighted the severe abuse of trust involved. Healthcare workers are entrusted with patient care at their most vulnerable moments, and Danisha exploited that trust in a deeply disturbing way. The defense, however, tried to spin the case differently. Danisha's lawyer argued that the victim had fabricated the allegations because Danisha is part of the LGBTQ+ community, suggesting that the victim might have been motivated by homophobia. But the court wasn't buying it. The judge ruled that the evidence was clear and that the victim's account of the incident was consistent and credible. Danisha pleaded guilty to 1 charge of molestation and was sentenced to 15 months jail. Under Singapore law, molestation carries a maximum penalty of 3 years jail, a fine, caning, or any combination of the 3. Considering the breach of trust involved, some might argue that Danisha got off lightly. Danisha's employment at Teng Fong General Hospital ended in June 2023 when his contract was completed, but by then the damage was already done. So here's the question for you. Do you think 15 months in jail is enough for such a serious abuse of trust in a healthcare setting? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 2230 for more in-depth news analysis and updates. Your support helps us create more content and bring you the stories that matter.